Oh, Bibil, bonjour. Okay, so I uh, I decided to do this because there are more and more people who tell me I want to be part of your Discord server, but I am really not familiar with Discord at all, and I don't know how it works, and I don't understand. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to learn, and that's a very legit thing to say. I mean, I remember when I started the server, I was so lost, and to be fair, I'm kind of still lost a little bit. So, welcome to my unofficial guide on how to use Discord and find your way on my confusing server. Uh, this is a guide made by a dummy, so don't expect too much. Okay, so let's start where you would normally end up at when you first join the welcome in the entrance zone. Uh, so you will get a message telling you, "Hello, you just arrived," and you can click on this kind of buttons to say hello to the person that just arrived with a little animated thing like that. It auto generates one for you. You can't pick it. You just click the button, it does the thing. But you can also write. It's totally fair. Oh, you can write whatever you want. Maybe not like that though. Um, disclaimer: I don't have a phone that can run Discord on it, so I'm only making a guide for like when you're on PC and the desktop version. The online version is pretty similar, so that should be that should be fine. That should be okay. I almost said oh fine. I tried mixing up both of them. Nice. Yeah. Where am I? There. Okay. So once you arrive, you can go check the rules and regulations because it's kind of important to know how to behave. But we're not too strict typically. But there are some interesting things to know, like when you see a weird message with a weird link pretending to offer you free nitro, don't click on it. That might not happen. The server is such a small one, but on bigger ones it can happen. And what happens is typically you get your account hacked, stolen by bots, and you lose it. That's not fun. You don't want that, so you just don't click on the links. Okay. Um. So if you want to get to know me, you can check here, but I don't remember what I wrote there, and it's probably not very that interesting. You can learn more from me just by talking to me. You can head to Let's Introduce Ourselves and talk about you. You can follow the little template we made at the top. Uh, if you don't want to scroll all the way back up to find it, it's in the pinned messages. Why was everyone's presentation uh pinned? I don't know, but you get the template from here. You don't have to like follow everything. You don't have to put everything. You just put what you're comfortable with because that makes more sense. When you click on the little pin thing, that shows you all the pinned messages, and you can click on go next to the little X here to boop get there very fast, very easy. Uh, from here or from right clicking on the thing, you can do certain things like if you don't want to have an alert for each introduction, for example, if you're here, you don't want to hear about all of them, you can make it mute for 15 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, or until you decide to change it. You can do that on every salon. Um, you can always choose to only get notifications for if someone mentions you, for messages, or no message at all. Can You can probably change the salon because I'm the one who can do this with the admins, but if you're an admin, you can probably change it. uh, you can create a link, an invitation link for the server. They still end up on welcome, but yeah, you can do a couple of things. Not all of them are very interesting or important. It's just things that can be done from here or from there. It's not very necessary to use all these things though. Um, Announcements. In the lobby, we are in a new category now. Uh, Here you would get, well, announcements from me. These two look strikingly similar. Is it the same thing? Or, like, what happened here? Did I post? I think I posted the same link twice, so that doesn't help. Well, I must have not really clicked well on the thing. Whoops. Okay, so this is where I put announcements from when I ish live, I suppose. Oh, is it that I'm never sure I'm live or not? Mystery. I will also talk about other random things. Like when I have a little special announcement to make, I will usually put it in announcements. Like I created a new temporary salon. I'll talk to you about it later. It's right here. Ask a Bubble exists in preparation for my special Q&A stream I will do. Feel free to ask me anything, as long as it's not creepy. You can put all the questions there. I'm not looking at the questions, that's why it's grayed out. I muted this salon. So far, I've never seen what's inside. But yeah, um, uh, if you think there are too many things, it's too long, you can always hide some categories that take too much space. Chatting and messing around is the place where you put just whatever you want, including that if you want to put that. What? I don't know what I was doing here. Anyway, feel free to talk about whatever, post whatever, anything goes in here. Ask a Bubble. I don't know how long it'll still be here, but you can ask me questions about myself there. The Q&A center is also a place when you can ask questions, but you can ask them to everybody. Uh, like I am a person asked, what makes a word a swear? And people gave their answer as to what they think it is. Who knows? If you want to react to someone's message, you can hover on it and you can click on the little emoji with a plus sign here, and like add reaction. Like, I agree with that. That sounds like it makes sense. For some reason, you can also click this to reply to the person's message directly. They get an alert that you wrote something. I'm not going to actually reply to Bear Bear the Bear Bear here. It's just an example, but like when you're done writing your message to reply to somebody, you just send it normally. You can create a thread to continue a conversation with a topic. Like everything in this thread will be kind of separated in a different salon just for the thread itself, but will disappear after a while. Once you're done discussing the whole thing, you can do other things. Like you can pin, you can do some of the things that were put earlier. You can mark it as read. If there's that bug that it doesn't seem to think you've read it when you're on the page, you can copy the link of this message for some reason, or you can make it read out loud, or you can delete it. But I guess that's just because I'm an admin that I can do that. So that probably doesn't count. I don't know. Who knows? You have polls here. You can ask questions that people will reply to. The way we found to make polls on Discord was pretty simple. You ask the question, you give different answers that people can choose from. Each answer has their own emoji associated to it, and you pick one of those that has been picked, or you add your own. You know, just to say, I'm going to do that. That's the answer I want to give. You can answer more than one thing if that's possible, if that works with the question and the answers. So that's how it works. Just polls for fun. We're just here to have fun. Nothing is too serious here. The suggestion area. This is the place if you have something to suggest me or I have suggestion to make, you can just write it here and we'll see about that. We'll read it. That can be a suggestion about a thing to do in the game that I play, or suggestion about the server, a suggestion for my channel, a suggestion of content to create, a suggestion of whatever. You have a suggestion, put it there. Or somewhere else. I mean, nobody's going to repolice that much. Well, some people might, but to be fair, like it's not the worst crime. Nobody is going to eat you over that. Build me is a new category. It's a weird category. The lobby is just to discuss random things that can be related to the other ones underneath. It's kind of not so clear what it is about. It just kind of exists because I felt like it. Pictionary is a place where you can tell the artists how you would like to be drawn in fine arts, because that would be very boring if I was the only one in fine arts, you know? So we can add whoever is member of our community in the fan arts. So if you want to be drawn as like a rainbow fairy or something in every fan art, you just write it. I want to be drawn as a rainbow fairy in every fan art. Like that. You just do that. It's fine. Create a sim is for when I uh yeah so when I play The Sims, I like to make like people from the server into the game. So if you want to like guide me as to how to make you look in the game, just kind of describe the way you would like to look. Like I want big buff arms and a really fancy mustache or whatever. I don't know. Just write it there. Put it. I want. I want red hair and pointy teeth. I don't know. Just put it. Have fun. I'm going to read. Um, Metopia is for if I ever play Metopia. Well, you can describe me what kind of character you'd like. Like the job the character has and stuff like that. I'm going to listen to this to go do that. AI dungeon characterization is like if you want to create a character for the AI dungeon story, you just go see about the different things you need, how to create characters. You follow this, you check all the things you need to know about. You enter your character's information here, you post them, that's it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I don't know what this is about, but this is an expression, so. And Build a World is just discussing world building of the AI dungeon story. Okay, so here we have. Take a look and hey, listen. We have various summons here too. It's fine, don't worry. It's kind of scary because there are so many, but really, they're not they're not going to eat you. They're all just text. So, you know, all they can do is stare at you in the dark. Don't know why I said that. The fan art place is where you put fan art if you draw fan arts, and people will like it because you're amazing. You need to face it. Cutie Pies is where we post pictures of our pet or cute things that we have. So, for example, I could post pictures of my dog. Let's practice. To add pictures, you can always go upload a file here or double click on the little plus sign. Or you can open the folder with your pictures and drag and click and drag them into the text box here. Well, you don't probably have to put it in the text box at all, but you know. So I'm going to put pictures of my dog for you. See, you can add up to 10 pictures in here. Easy. I'll put 4 because I feel like it. And I'll teach you a little trick. So if you don't like a picture, you can remove it, clicking here. I guess you can change what it is by clicking here. You can change the name of things. Yeah. If you don't want people to be able to see the picture right away, you can click the little eye here. So they look blurry like that. Nobody can tell what they are. Magic. It's pretty simple, right? Why would I blur out pictures of my dog? Well, some people don't like dogs. Some people are scared of them. You can add emojis to your messages here. Trigger warning canines. Those are pictures of. And you can also make the text that people can't read unless they click on it. You have tons of options with the text, like you can make it bold, or you can make it italic. You can uh, stretch them. People can still read. You can quote. You can do a lot of things. I'm not going to put everything. People will find it very weird already. Like, why did you do it like this? Just because I'm showing you how it works. So if you get to something like that, like a thing that you can see, little spoiler thing like this, really all you have to do to see is click and boop, it appears just for you. Magic! You get my legs here. Cute. Yes. So that's how it works here. Not too complicated. Um, photo gallery here. Well, it's to put random pictures that aren't necessarily cute things, just pictures, and like talk about them. Share and stare. Just share whatever you want to share. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You just put it there. Uh, see, what Gold did here is send someone to another salon by just starting here. You can refer anyone to any place on the server with that. You can start typing whatever if you can't find the place you want. So let's say we can't see the linguist zone that's here. So if I wanted to send someone there, I could just until I see it and then I can click it or keep typing as long as it takes for it to appear. It's easy. If you want someone to if you want someone to listen to you, you want to get someone's attention, you can just and then boop. Or you can pick a role. It works both. It's just right. Um Here you talk about anime and manga or whatever that is related. Here is the place to suggest movies. And here's a place when you want to post random gifs because you felt like it. It's easy to find gifs. You just click here and you just pick whatever. Like you can favorite some gifs by clicking a little star on them when you look for them. Whoa! I'll find a glow gif for no reason. I just felt like it. He looks excited. I don't know. Y'all, which one should I pick? I should. This cat. So if I wanted to add it to my favorites, I could just click here. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just poop. But if you add something to your favorites and you don't want it anymore, you can just re-click on it. It will take it away. Um, Music box is where you post music that you'd like to share with people. Makes sense. The linguist zone is a place to learn or help learn languages. React to that is the place where you post things that you want me to react to in videos. The Gacha Lounge is a place where people talk about their gacha games and the thing they get in the gacha games. I don't really go there as you can see, so Memes and poet. Whatever poet is. People post their things that are random and funny or cute or things or whatever. Sometimes I don't understand what's funny about them. But this one I liked. I mean, come on. If you like a picture but you can't see it too well because it's too small, you can always click on the little thing at the bottom. You'll open it in your web browser. It will always be bigger. Unless it really just can't be any bigger. Mm, Here is to play with Poke2, the robot. You just wait for a Pokemon to pop and you catch it. It's easy. You just need to know the name of the Pokemon and know the commons which are they are pinned. So should be doable. Sometimes people are confused. I try to remember how to do it and I tell them. Akinator is um well, to play with the Akinator bot, it will try to guess what mark everything as read because there's a lot of messages from April. Huh. Lisa, te amo. Someone really likes Lisa. La Lisa. Huh. Yeah, you play with the robot that will try to guess who the character or what the object you're thinking of is, just like the normal Akinator. When someone starts playing there, you get a lot of messages really quick. So I keep it mute. Digging deeper down, a lot of things are happening here, but a lot of them are secrets just for the admins. You know? Just for the admins, not for the other people to see. They are always I don't be scared of them. I mean, we're not like trying to take over the world or anything. Like, just let's check serious stuff. That's things that happen here. As you can see, very serious stuff happened here. Um, Vocal channels is a place where you can chat and voice chat and share your screen with people. In those with the little voice icon here that you can go. And this is the mute vocal place, so you can just write instead of, you know, it will be probably useless because now you can type in vocal salons too. But you used not to be able to do this. Um, but yeah, so I actually went to the bottom of all this. Um, let's see, I can show you maybe other things. If you can't read the full description of what the salon is about and you would like to know because you forgot, because that makes sense, you would forget because there were a lot of them, you can always click the description. It's supposed to do a thing. I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay, I probably didn't click it right. You click it and it just, you can read it there. See? Simple, so you know what the sound is about just by doing that. Um, but yeah, Uh, as for other things that can be done, you can click on the little cogwheel here thingy to change things about your profile, like your profile picture or other things like that. If you want to enter the vocal chat but you don't want your mic to be on, or you don't want to hear what other people say, you can click on these to make them muted, or you can click on them again to reactivate the sound and reactivate your mic. That's simple. If you want to change your status, you can go here. You can be online, inactive, don't bother me. This one is practical when you're doing something because you will not hear the alerts. No matter what happens or who messages you, you won't hear anything. You won't be bothered. Or you can be invisible. Uh you can also change the account you're using. I have only this one. You can put a personalized message. I think you can do that by clicking yourself, maybe with the right button, maybe something like that. Not too sure, or maybe around here somewhere. I don't really remember, but I don't think it's extremely important. I think that you will survive even if you don't know that part of information. You can always ask anybody who is better versed than I am with all of this how to do something, and they'll probably happily reply to you. It's just fine. Anyone can have questions. As the quote from some anonymous person says, uh, the person who asks a question appears dumb for a minute, and the person who never asks any question happens to be dumb their entire life. So don't be afraid to ask anything. Okay, I think we went through pretty much everything we could. Um, I I hope I could help a little. Probably not. Let's face it. But that's fine. At least I tried. And you had like half an hour long thing to watch for some reason. Yeah. So had fun doing the little guide. I hope you had fun watching it. I hope that helped you understand something, at least one thing. um, I hope I get to see you around soon. Bye bye.